I'm not a very exciting person, but I know the most exciting thing I've ever done. When I was 21 years old, I went skydiving, but I didn't go because I'm a thrill seeker or an adrenaline junkie. I went skydiving because I wanted to touch a cloud. And I know you can't touch clouds, but here's the thing. Sometimes they kind of look like you can. My whole life, I'm like, oh, that cloud, I bet that one's fluffy. What do you think? And my friend's like, you're stupid, man. You can't touch clouds. They're condensed water at high altitude. And I was like, yeah, probably most of them, but there's no way you've checked them all. It's got to be a cotton candy one or two. I got to be 21. That was old enough. I got to the skydiving place. The first thing they had me do was put on a jumpsuit, but they didn't have a 6'9" jumpsuit. The one they gave me fit me like a wrestling singlet. Just too short in the legs and the arms and very short in the torso, which that was really the problem area because it just wedged up on me. And this is my childhood dream. Now I feel like I'm flashing a landing field, you know? But I thought to myself, you know what? It's more important than this. Let's let the embarrassment roll off our back. We're gonna get a cloud today, right? And then I got to meet my jumping instructor, and he had to be strapped to my shoulders because I had never jumped before. And I think they picked the wrong guy for me, because he was like 5'4". I put this man on like a backpack, just one strap at a time. Tally-ho! He's just wiggling around back there. Little legs are waggling back and forth, and he's yelling at me to stop wiggling him. No, sir. This is your whole day now, right? It was so embarrassing. It looked like I was wearing a baby Bjorn. Except for he was much older than me. He had this big, white, bushy beard, so I just looked like the proud father of a much older man. Just piggybacking with Benjamin Button, you know? And I told myself, don't let the embarrassment hold you back, Travis. It's your dream. You're gonna touch a cloud. And then I got to meet everyone I was jumping with. And there was an 80-year-old woman in the group, which was amazing. They said she ran a marathon the week before. Now she was skydiving. She was checking stuff off her bucket list or whatever. And I saw her, and she was spry, and she had poofy gray hair and braces, which kind of weird for 80. I don't got a problem with braces, but if you make it to 80 and your teeth are still there, maybe leave them alone. They've done their work, give them retirement, you know? But I went over to her and I said, you're an inspiration. I said, you're amazing. I'm so excited to be jumping with you today. And she looked at me and said, how tall are you? And I told her, and she said, I think I just added you to my bucket list. My childhood dream gets a little PG-13. So we all get on the plane, and what the plane's set up is there's a door you jump out of, there's a staging area where you're supposed to get ready before you jump out of the plane, and they have a bench where everyone sits. Everyone sat in order of how they were going to jump. I jumped last. I sit on the end by the door. Everyone else got to sit normal on the bench, but I had a man strapped to my back. So I had to sit all spread eagle with little legs wrapped around me. Little sneakers tucked up front, you know? And that didn't feel like protocol. It just felt like it was comfiest for little old him. And by the way, we're by the door, so we're the last thing anyone gets to see before they jump out of the plane and fall dangerously towards the earth. Oh, a man wrapped around a larger man. That'll be fun to think about. And it finally got down to the last person before me, which was that 80-year-old woman. And she got up with some gusto or moxie or whatever her generation might call that emotion. And she blew right past the staging area and decided instead to grab my face, kiss me on the mouth, and fall out of the plane backwards. Now, I don't think you should kiss a stranger. But if you do totally fall out of a plane backwards afterwards, it changes things. I was like, well, that James Bond's mom? That was pretty smooth. That was... And it messed with me for a second because I was sitting there like, man, I'm here to touch a cloud. For a second there, it was bushy gray hair in front of me, poofy gray beard behind me. That's kind of like a cloud. Where do we draw the line? And I thought, no, you know what? I got to do this. I'm here to do it. I got to do this. And I stood up, and I was looking out, and there's these clouds, and I'm talking to him. It's you, cloud. It's been you since childhood. And he started to panic, because we did have a long orientation talk about not jumping directly into the clouds. And he's like, remember what I said? And I said, I know. But what I didn't say was, man, you just got to roll with my dreams, Grandpa Backpack. And I picked out a cloud, and I counted down. I said, 3, 2, 1, and I jumped. And you guys, clouds are condensed water. And condensed water at high altitude, well, that would be ice crystals. And ice crystals at terminal velocity, oh, they're not fluffy at all. They're sharp. They will cut your skin, which is why they have you wear the jumpsuit. Oh, wait, mine did not fit me very well. So now I'm just getting torn up, falling through this cloud. And the only thing I can picture in my mind is my 80-year-old makeout session at 10,000 feet. I thank you guys very much. My name is Travis Nelson. I appreciate you guys coming to see the show.